Okay, testing mic, testing mic, testing mic, just to see. Hopefully you can hear me. If you can't, that's gonna be a big bummer, because here I am, in summer vacation, making my first video of the summer. First of many. There's gonna be a lot of these, but I'm gonna start it off kind of big. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna start it off kind of little. I'm start with tier lists. Pokemon games, like, right now, are a big thing with me. Don't know why. And usually when I'm like recording, like right now, I'm not gonna play as well. And really the only Pokemon game I wanted to play was Soul Silver. And you know my hatred for Gen 2. I don't really like it. I like Gen 2, it's just not my favorite. But anyways, everything you see here, all these ads, they're not sponsored, just kinda ignore them. Okay? I'm not gonna get striked, hopefully. But basically, I'm gonna rank all the Pokemon we have right here at all these Gen 1 Pokemon, each and every one of them, on a tier on where they're good in their specific evolution phase. Like Bulbasaur, you can get it evolves 16, so that's going to counter to like Brock's gym towards Mount Moon. Ivysaur, you got from Misty to maybe whatever her name is. I can't remember. She's so not memorable. A grass gym. Or maybe the Rocket Hideout, and then Venusaur you have throughout the rest of the game. That goes with same with Squirtle, the Squirtle line, the Charmander line. Let's quit the chit chat. Let's get it. Get into it. I mean, well, here's our tiers. At the bottom we got crappier than dog crap, trash, not the best, okay, good, pretty diddly darn good, a good lad, and stellar. So first we're going to start with Bulbasaur. I'm going to put at Stellar. I've said this probably many times. All you have to do is Sleep Powder against a non-grass type and Leech Seed against the non-grass type. Now it doesn't already have a status condition. And you're goaded. You're good. You just gotta deal damage that's either neutral or super effective and you win the battles. Bulbasaur, an amazing Pokemon, especially against Brock's gym. It's just a breeze. And then you go through Mount Moon with Bulbasaur, it's an absolute breeze. Then there's Ivysaur. I'm going to put at Good Lad. Because since it learns so much better moves, it gets harder to like maneuver the moveset. Is it good? Yes, it's good against Misty. You could even say so against Lieutenant Surge. It's pretty good, but then you go against whatever the hell the 4th gym's leader's name is, whatever the hell her name is, he starts to go down, and then it's kind of, you can still have like a neutral attack, because you can't have her use Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Leech Seed, because you're a grass type. You're a poison type too, and that neglects. The Poison Powder can't take paralysis because you're a grass type. Or just any powder moves, which she's probably going to have, you can just neglect, but it can't do much damage against her. And then when you're going into the Rocket Hideout, there's going to be a lot of poison types, because, apparently it's bad guy characters, or bad guy Pokemon. Zubat, Golbat, Poison Flying, Giovanni, he has Rhydon, that's the only really thing you're going to succeed against. That's that. Now go to Venusaur, who I'm just gonna put at good. He's not like he or she, they're not that good in like Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, because you're gonna run into a lot of more problems. The 5th gym, you got Koga, who's a poison type. He's got toxic. I actually scratch that, but he has Golbat, could do a hell of a lot of damage. Poison type attacks are neutral. They also do a lot of damage in that generation. Then you're going to Sabrina, who's psychic. Then you got Blaine right after. I actually might pop him to okay. And then right after you've got um you got Giovanni, who yeah you might have some success, but he's also got Nidoqueen or Nidoking, one of those. I think it's depending on which game you pick. Then you're going to the Elite Four. The first Elite Four member, Ice types, and then Rock fighting. You might have some success against. Then Agatha, Poison. Agatha with the Poison. Drake with the Dragon. Venusaur is just really, really bad in that point of time. Then Charmander. Charmander, not the best. It has crazy stats, but it has some success. Maybe. It's not going to get you through um, Brock. It's not going to get you through Mount Moon, but can still deal a lot of damage towards something like a Paris, Weedle, Caterpie. But there's going to be a lot of bug trainers there. They can actually pack a punch. They're pretty good. Charmander's the really only part. It's the only part Charmander's actually needed. Then there's Charmeleon. It's it's pretty good. You're you're gonna struggle a lot with Misty because obviously water types. Then you go to Lieutenant Surge. It's gonna get a lot better. That defense is a lot weaker though, so that's something I don't want to take into consideration. Then you got the Grass Gym, which is gonna be a breeze. The Team Rocket Hideout is actually gonna be a lot easier. Somehow, it just makes no sense, but it makes sense now. Then by that time, it's going to be fully evolved 36. Then there's Charizard, the absolute beast. Charizard actually is not the best. It's maybe the worst. The Gen 1 starters aren't the best. They're most memorable, but they're not the best. We're going to start with Koga. Koga you can struggle against. Sabrina you can struggle against. You're neutral to the Blaine. Actually neutral to all three. And then you're going to have some advantages, just rock type moves you want to avoid. You're going to have some advantages with Giovanni. You're not going to have advantages with Ice Leader. I can't remember her name. You're not going to have advantages with Bruce. I think that's his name. You might have advantages with Agatha because her Pokemon are pretty slow. Not Drake, Lance. You're going to have problems. I might pop him okay with Venusaur. He has a lot of problems. Squirtle. Squirtle pretty diddly darn good. I might be a little biased here, meaning Squirtle's probably my favorite of the bunch. But I will take into consideration, it's going to get Sprocky, will get you through Mount Moon, will get you through Viridian Forest, because it's bulky. Then, that's it. You got War Turtle, who, go with Venusaur, Charizard, and itself. It's gonna have a lot of struggles. It's weak or neutral to Misty, weak to Lieutenant Surge, weak to Grass Gym. So I'm actually gonna put it at not the best. But it can still have its upsides with that bulkiness. It's gonna evolve after you beat the going through the Team Rocket Hideout. Team Rocket Hideout is kind of like that neutral being towards all the starters here. That's where War Turtle's not in the trash tier. So I put it not the best because eh. And then Blastoise is pretty good. I'll put it pretty diddly darn good. It can tank the hits from Koga, tank hits from Sabrina, super effective against Blaine, super effective against Giovanni. You're neutral towards Ice Lady, I'm pretty sure you're good against Bruce. Agatha, you might struggle there, because it's pretty slow, and Agatha might have the advantage of going first and dealing that toxic damage. Then you're going to have Drake, not Drake, Lance, who, yeah, he's a dragon trainer. He's going to outspeed, he's going to have higher attack, higher defense. He's going to be much better than you. The champion fight, that's completely neutral. It depends the Pokemon you pick. Then there's Caterpie, which I think we can all agree is pretty dog shit. I love Caterpie. I think he's a bloody legend. But he's just not good. He's just not good. Same goes with Metapod. Metapod struggle. But Caterpie, I'll put at not the best. It's not good against any of the gym leaders besides Brock. And I don't know why you have it past Lieutenant Surge. Unless there's like a Pokemon you don't really want, you haven't really found to put on your team. Besides Butterfree. And that's why it's still there. But it can have success against Brock, can have success against Misty because, you know, Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, all that. It has Bug Moves, which can knock out Starmie. And there's Weedle, who a little better than Caterpie, but still not that great. Kakuna, the same thing. Beedrill, I do think is trash. It has higher stats. It can actually learn better Bug-type moves with the 3 Bug-type moves that are in this generation, but it doesn't have the success against other gym leaders that Butterfree would have with the powders. Then there's Pidgey, who's going to evolve level 18, which is by the time you're going to be facing a rival on Nugget Bridge. I'm going to put it on trash. It's not crappier than dog crap, but it's pretty garbage. Not really that good. But Pidgeotto is when you're going to have a lot of success. That thing is amazing. If I were to make a tier list on just flying types, this Pidgeotto would probably be in number 3. Like, 3rd spot among all flying type Pokemon that aren't legendaries or mythicals or pseudos. Pidgeot, I'd say the same thing. You're gonna have a lot of success, but that defense is gonna come in. The defense is not really that great, but there's a lot of good things you're gonna have with Pidgeot. Pidgeot, Rattata, crappier than dog crap. I don't know why you use this thing, and you're doing a crappy Pokemon only team, which hey, that's your ace. Raticate, it's pretty trash, but it can learn Hyper Fang, Super Fang, Quick Attack, but probably its only good moves. Rattata can also learn Quick Attack. Spearow and Fearow are also pretty trash. They're probably those bad bird Pokemon. I wouldn't recommend using them. Atkins Arbok, I think, are underrated. I'm going to start with Atkins. It's fast. I've noticed that it's actually pretty fast. I've played a lot of Let's Go. Might just be because I'm playing Let's Go Pikachu instead of all the other games that Atkins is available in. Arbok, not Clefable. Marowak actually is pretty good. I'll put it okay. It's not the best, but it's better than not the best tier. I'd put it at a low okay tier, but it's actually pretty decent. Pikachu, I think probably the best game it's good in. I'd put it at okay. You're not gonna have it for a bit. Well, you will have it for a bit. It's not really good against Brock, but it is good, hella good against Misty. So if you chose a Pokemon like Charmander, if you want to build a super squad like I did, and I'll get into that in another video I might make later today, who knows, it's actually pretty good if you want to get through some of those struggles. And then you have Raichu, who's actually pretty diddly darn good. In my Pokemon Red playthrough, not Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, I have it. It's already level 42, and it's probably gonna solo Koga. with the sets you can put on it. It is amazing. Absolutely outstanding. The stats, they don't lie though. Sandshrew. Um, Sandshrew would be a lot better if you could get it more, if you get it by, or before Brock, or right before Brock, like directly, right above Viridian Force. If you get it there, that'd be amazing. But that's really the only gym to be good against besides Lieutenant Surge. I'll put it at not the best just because it can get you through Lieutenant Surge. Sand Slash, it's quick. It can get you against Koga. I think that's really all it can do. Oh, Blaine. It can get you against Blaine. Bruce, it can get you through him. Agatha. I'll put it at good. Sandslash, pretty underrated. Frowned upon. Nidoran. Oh, ooh, I'm sorry, but both the Nidorans, they're not great. Um, there's a lot of Pokemon you could get. I'd still get Nidoran, both Nidorans, either one, doesn't matter, because the next Pokemon, Nidorina, or Nidorina and Nidorino, are superb. They can be on your God Squad team, and then Nidoqueen and Nidoking. There's gonna be a lot of people like saying, "Oh yeah, we're pros. We know they're actually not that good." Oh, don't take that bullcrap. Do not take that bullcrap. If you want a good team, you use these Pokemon. They can get you through tough situations. Maybe in Nuzlocke because you're gonna have to be swapping out to not kill these Pokemon. But in just regular playthroughs, yes, they might faint a little bit, but they'll still get you through tough situations. They could get you through probably any gym, and you can get them as soon as level 16. You can just go maybe to Celadon and get a better move set, and you're fine. They're really good and frowned upon good Pokemon players. Clefable, oh, I don't like Clefable. I Clefable's in my top 5 least favorite Pokemon, maybe. It's not my least favorite Pokemon, I said this before, and DD's my least favorite Pokemon. I made a video on it. I refuse to post that because of that traumatization it caused me. But I don't like Clefable. But I'm not going to let my opinion. It can learn Metronome. It's pretty good. It's hella tanky. Clefairy, not that much. Clefairy's cool. Okay? I don't like that it grows those fairy wings, and it just gets annoying. Eh. Clefairy's still my least favorite Pokemon, but it's better than Clefable. It's holdable. Vulpix, Ninetales, they aren't the best. Vulpix, I can't remember where you get full. Okay, I remember. Right below Misty Town. My brain's not working correctly today. But you'll get them on your way to Cerulean. Cerulean City. Right below Cerulean City, on your way to Cerulean City, is where you're going to find Vulpix. It's not going to get you through the best situations, mainly because you might already find a Firestone. The only gym you're probably going to find you're going to fight it with is Lieutenant Surge, and it's neutral towards Lieutenant Surge. Ninetales, Celadon City Gym is pretty good. Pretty good. It's going to successfully get you through it. Koga, maybe not that much. Sabrina, same thing. Blaine, neutral. You're not going to do much with Giovanni, same. Ice Gym, Bruce, Agatha, especially Drake. I'll put it not the best with its pre-evolution of Vulpix. Jigglypuff, I've actually grown to like Jigglypuff a lot more. I just played Smash Bros. John a lot lately, and I've come to like Jigglypuff a lot more because it's funny. But in the game, it's not really that good. Yeah, it's trash. And same thing goes for its big ass evolution. It's not the best. Thing goes with Zubat. I think I'll put it crappier than dog crap. It's not good at all. But Golbat, also not the best. I used Golbat in a Let's Go Pikachu Nuzlocke, survived the entire thing, did amazing, got the final kill. Oddish, also not a good one, but evolves into Gloom, who's frowned upon because it's ugly as hell. He's actually pretty good. And then Vileplume, good lad. I'll put at good lad, and I'll put Gloom at pretty dilly darn good. Vileplume gets some powder moves from Gloom, and then can learn its better attacking moves. Like, I believe he can learn Solar Beam. Leaf Storm can learn. It's a lot of good moves. Sludge Bomb, it's really good. Not in Stellar tier, but it's good lad. It's a very good lad. And then there's Paris, who they extremely buffed extremely in the Legends Arceus, an unnecessary amount of buff they put into it. They buffed it like the smallest bit in Let's Go. Not the best. It's still not really one of the best Pokemon. Wouldn't recommend using it. Paris and Parasect. And then Venonat and Venomoth. Venonat should evolve into Butterfree, in my opinion, because they look hella alike. Alright, editor, put a picture on the screen of what Diglett actually looks like on the bottom. That's what Diglett actually looks like below. That's my opinion, that's my theory. But in overall, it's not really that good. If it kind of actually came out of the ground and showed that hella good body, not you, no, not you, no. I think it'd be better. It can get you through Lieutenant Surge. That's like the only time you're gonna need it. I'll put it at not the best. Doug Trio, the same thing. You can use it against Blaine. I'll put it at okay. You can take the time to grind it out, or maybe just catch that in Diglett Cave, because you can catch it there. And have like a better Pokemon going against Lieutenant Surge, which is recommended, but you're not gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle with the Grass Gym. You'll do better with Koga. You'll do better with the Rocket Hideout. Meowth, I think the best thing it can do is Payday and Money Grind. That's really the best it can do. I'll put it at crappier than dog crap, but I'm not doing it with money. That was weird. Okay, the camera just went up. Then you got Persian, Fake Out, and I believe it can learn Quick Attack. I think that's all it can do. Can learn Slash, but it's not the best. Normal types in this game are pretty bad. Let's see if I put normal types up there. Which Pidgeotto and Pidgeot are more flying types than normal. Okay, Psyduck. Ooh, it looks bulky. Okay, never. I'll continue my speech. It looks bulky, not really that bulky. Put it pretty trash, but it gets better with Golduck. Put it okay. There's a lot of things wrong with it, especially the fact that it's skinny as hell and not bulky as hell. But anyways, I want to take this time to say I paused because I have, this is my logo. I have my Grookey plush right here, chilling, and it just kind of like went boom and rested on the tip of my cam or of my computer where my camera is. So that was pretty terrifying. Then we got Minky. It can do pretty good. It's actually, I think it's underrated. It's gonna get you through Mount Moon. It's gonna get you through Brock, but it's not gonna do good against Misty. I don't know when it evolves. I'll put it at good. I'll leave it at good. Primate, I think is just okay. The really only thing it can do, I believe, would be Bruce. You're not going to do good against Koga. You're not going to do good against Sabrina. Blaine, maybe. Depends how you use them. Giovanni, you still got poison type in that team. You're not going to succeed. Maybe against the Persian and that right on these nuts. You're not going to get me with that shit. But Ice Gym will do good. Breeze will do good. Agatha, no, because she does have a ghost type. My boy Gengar. Man, obviously Lens you're going to struggle with. Growlithe Arcanine, I think, is pretty shined upon. Like, a lot of people love Growlithe and Arcanine. They think it's like, oh, one of the best fire types that have ever made. They're really good fire types, but not in this generation. Since it's a stone evolution, I'm going to be talking a lot about these. I think I already I did. These
going to be the next governor of Arizona.
When I'm your governor, I will secure the border.
Mary Lake, I'll tell you, she is incredible.
We are being invaded, and I have a
Shut the frickety frack up. I was rated by politics. Alright, anyways, but since they're stone evolutions, unlike Nidoqueen and Nidoking, they won't, their moveset, or Growlithe's moveset, it's not going to be that good when you evolve it, and I think the more appropriate version for evolution is maybe around higher 50s, where you can learn Outrage Flamethrower. I'm pretty sure Fire Blast 2 can get Flamethrower in Celadon City, but that's going to take a hell of a lot of time. Just look at having an Alpha Red, Olivehood, Growlithe not the best, but Arcanine, if you successfully grind it up, is going to do a hell of a lot of damage. It's pretty good. Not good or stellar, it's just pretty diddly darn good. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, very underrated. You can get them very early on. I'm pretty sure you can only get them right before Victory Road when people are checking all your gym badges. But you can actually catch Poliwag there. I believe you have 4 or 5 gym badges. If you have 4 or 5 gym badges, you can go and you can serve and you can catch a Poliwag and immediately evolve it into Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. But since it's so higher level, this Water Stone evolution is not going to come into play because you already have Hydro Pump. Submission exists. Better moves. Really, Poliwag, maybe not the best. I'd say it's okay because you can get at such a higher level. But Poliwhirl and Poliwrath are pretty diddly darn good because they have the same moveset, practically same stats, but differ via levels. Abra, the only move you can learn is Teleport. Kadabra, it gets a little better, okay. Then you got Alakazam, which I believe is maybe the best Pokemon in the game that is not Mewtwo or one of the legendary birds, Mew or Ditto. But we're not gonna. Why'd I say Ditto? Alakazam has such high special attack, and you can even out with speed. If you get a timid nature on this thing, it's broken as hell. You can catch an Abra, evolve it with evolve into Kadabra at level 16, and then right when you do that, trade with another player, and you can get an Alakazam as soon as level 16. It doesn't matter the gyms, just be careful your defense. This thing is absolute god. It is so godly. And it's just amazing how well it is. It gets debuffed in next games, but you know, it's absolutely just amazing. I'm do Machop at okay. I really can't have an explanation for it. It's just, it hasn't been good, but it can get you through a lot of situations, and I just don't choose to see it and not use Machop. But I've used Machoke, and I used Machamp, Machoke's good, and Machamp, it's pretty darn good. It's actually has got nice defense and nice attack. The speed is kinda meh, but it can do some serious damage. It's not in good, loud, or stellar. Just meh. Bellsprout, I did say with the Bulbasaur line you can have the powder moves which with Leech Seed, but that's not going to come into play here because these Pokemon are a lot weaker. I like Bellsprout, I think he's cool, but he's pretty trash. And then you got Almost a Pair, and pretty good. He can get you through a lot of situations. You can choose to grind him up against Brock, which you can do. You can grind him against Misty, just careful of Starmie. I don't believe it has a Psychic type move, but just be careful against Starmie. Lieutenant Surge, it resists electric type attacks, so you're good there. I think the Grass Gym is only one you'll struggle with, along with Koga. Sabrina you're going to struggle with, but that's already passed because you're going to have Victory Bell. So I think, hold on, pretty good Latin, but Weeping Bell or Victory Bell, I think is where it gets kind of like worse, very, very fast. Koga, terrible. It's terrible against Koga, terrible against Sabrina, terrible against Blaine, possibly even terrible against Giovanni, terrible against the Ice Leader, good, will be good against Bruce. Agatha is going to struggle with Agatha. It will struggle with Lance, and it will struggle with the champion fight. I think I might even put it at trash. It's not that good, but you got Weeping Bell. To swap Weeping Bell with another Pokemon, you know, maybe you could be a poison type, maybe you chose the time to grind up a Gengar, trade for that. That might even work, because I think if you're going to be smart about it, you'll already have a grass type right here with Venusaur. Tentacle and Tentacruel, I'm going to rate the same, or Tentacruel's meh, Tentacle meh, but I think Tentacruel's pretty good. I just never really had much success with Tentacle, with Tentacle. Tentacruel, on the other hand, actually did pretty well. It has nice poison type attacks. The water typing is pretty stellar. It gets a lot better while time goes on. The Geodude line. Geodude, I'm sorry, but it's trash in itself. It does not do anything until it evolves into Graveler. And Graveler really isn't there. I think the only really good gym it's good against is Giovanni. But if you have a brain, you're going to evolve becomes more tanky. So if you have to go into Golem in that grass gym fight, you have a big tanky Pokemon that can take a lot of hits. Well, is grass quad effective? Yes. Are you going to shrink a little bit? Yes. Is it tanky? Yes. Hella tanky, one of the tankiest Pokemon in this game. But you're not gonna do good against Koga because it's slow as hell. Sabrina, maybe. Your defense can come into play. Blaine, you'll do good. You'll do good against Blaine. You're not gonna do good against Giovanni. Ice Gym Leader. Ice League 4 member, no. You're not gonna do good against Bruce. You're not gonna do. You may do pretty decent with Agatha. You can learn a ground type move. And obviously, Lance, you're gonna be diehard terrible with, because that Gyarados hits like a semi-truck. I'm gonna put you at okay. You will be frowned upon a lot, but you still have your ups. Ponyta, it's like the same thing with Arcanine, but I think a lot better. Actually, wait, no, it doesn't evolve via Stone. But it's not the best. It's not going to be the first Pokemon I'd say, hey, go get this Pokemon. You have, obviously, I believe you have to beat the Grass Gym first before you can even get Ponyta. So really, it's not gonna be good. And plus, you can already really get a Rapidash. Put it at not the best. It's gonna have its ups, but I think it's gaslighted. by Rapidash, which you can get on the same route as has pretty good rates of encounters, or pretty good encounter rates. I think Rapidash is gonna go way up on Ponyta, and I think it's not that good. It's very fast. Maybe it won't be good. Maybe stat wise, gym wise, Koga, Sabrina, Blaine, Giovanni, Ice Elite Four member. Maybe not. I'll put it at okay. There's gonna be a lot of struggles with it, but it's really fast and you can outspeed a lot. And that's the reason why it's not with Ponyta. Okay, certain noise. Slowbro, Slowpoke, very slow. Obviously. There's some of the slowest Pokemon really ever, but they're gonna have their ups. There's a lot of ups. They're really tanky. They can learn very good moves. If this was Generation 7, they'd be S tier. But this is Generation 1, and I'm gonna put both of them. Not Cloyster. There's Shelter. Shelter. Get back here, motherfucker. Just put it right there. Okay. I'm putting them both at good because they're going to be pretty good. They can learn psychic type moves, and you can do good against Koga. You can since you're also psychic with Slowbro, you can tank hits with Sabrina. I'll put Slowbro at good. I'm gonna put Slowbro at good lad because you're gonna do good against Blaine, especially when you're tanky as hell. You can sweep his team. I don't think Trick Room's in that generation, but if you had Trick Room, you'd be pretty much guaranteed to win in almost any match. Then you're gonna do good against Giovanni. You're good against Rhydon, Nidoqueen or Nidoking, Persian, maybe two, maybe Persian 2. I don't think he uses Persian though. We're just gonna knock that out of the conversation. Elite Four, it's gonna have a lot of success with it's neutral towards the Ice leader or the Ice Elite Four member. You're gonna do good against Bruce. You're gonna do good against Bruce. You're gonna do good against Agatha. Maybe not Lance in the champion fight. It's a really, really high good lad. Come on, how do I pause this? Sorry, I'm trying to pause this recording right now. I gotta go look my sister's dog's up. I'll be back here pretty soon. I gotta cut that shit off. Where was I? On Magnemite. Okay. I don't know if I was saying anything else, so we're just gonna kind of forget it. We're gonna go on to Magnemite, Magneton, and forget all the other stuff behind it. See how Pokemon we got left? Actually, not that many. Okay. So next, Magnemite. So you're gonna have a lot of weakness ground. I think, and have Levitate. Also have Sturdy, which is also pretty good. In case you just want to get some chip damage in. Obviously, that's not gonna work on a Nuzlocke. But Magnemite, if I'm correct, can have Levitate. Sturdy is also a good ability with Magnemite, considering that 4 times weakness to ground. It's also going to be weak to fire, but you can only get it, I believe, in the power plant where you can get Zapdos, and you can get it as early as when you get Surf. So, really, all you need. So, when you get Surf, you're probably going to be beating the Grassian. Koga, it resists poison. Actually, poison doesn't affect it at all. And even if it hits you with that flying type Golbat, that's not going to do anything. Meaning that it's, electric steel. Then Sabrina, maybe. I am pretty sure Psychic's not resistant. Or Steel does not resist Psychic. You're going to struggle against Blaine. Even with Sturdy, he might just two-shot you, maybe. Even if you don't have Sturdy. It's kind of like a 50-50. Because crits, they exist, they're going to be a little difficult to handle. Giovanni, like I said, if you have a Levitate, you're going to be fine. There shouldn't be any struggles. Lorelei, that's her name. Should not struggle with Lorelei. Bruce might be a bit difficult, but you're not okay. So I'm just gonna take this into both into consideration here, because I'm gonna rate on both at the same time. When I'm going into them, you're gonna do fine against Agatha, and then Lance. I think Magneton is actually pretty good against Lance. I made a video about this way back. Magneton's maybe one of the best Pokemon here. I'm going to put Magnemite at good, and I'm going to put Magneton at a high good lead. Because for some reason, this Pokemon is just absolutely outstanding. It can do so much damage. It's just amazing. Farfetch'd. Okay, Doduo. Another flying type. Normal flying type. It's not the best. I think a very low, not the best tier. It's not much you can do. I might even put it. I'm just gonna put it at trash. It's a high trash, but it's not really that great if you think about it. Tell me one appearance with Doduo that it would be good. Good. Exactly, you can't. Maybe against the grass gym. Maybe. But that's a high. Maybe maybe not even that. Because if I'm correct, you have to beat the grass gym to get into the Rocket Hideout, and you need to get to Rocket Hideout to get the Silph Scope, you need the Silph Scope to get to Pokemon Tower to get the Pokéflute, you need the Pokéflute to awaken Snorlax, so you can actually get to where Doduo and Dodrio's at. But I'm probably gonna put Doduo at trash, and now an even lower trash, because you can get Dodrio on the same route. And it's kind of like Ponyta Rapidash, that kind of Ponyta Rapidash effect. It's like that same rate. But Dodrio is just a lot better than Doduo. There's a lot of good things you can do with it. If you don't like using Pidgeot, you don't like using Fearow, can use Dodrio. It's not the best, but sure as hell is better than Fearow. I can tell you that. Seal Dugong, I really never thought Seal was good, but Dugong, I think, could be some sort of actually pretty decent. Could be decent. I think you could use it against Blaine and Giovanni, but from there I'd bench it because Poliwrath, you can even get your hands on a better Gyarados. I think you can find that somewhere around there. You can even get yourself a Poliwrath as a good water type. You might even just choose Blastoise. Be able to choose Blastoise. I'll put it Dugong at okay, because in case you don't have a water type that you want in your team by the time you face Blaine, Dugong's a nice bet. Grimer and Muck. Grimer and Muck. These Pokemon are not really that forgettable, but I have not seen them be used in any team ever. Not really. Not really. I would never use them in a team. I just don't think they're good. There's a lot better poison types, and I'll get into that here in a minute because we're getting more into the poison types right now. The best poison type, possibly the best poison type in the game. But Grimer Muck, I'm gonna have to put both of them on trash. They can have good poison type moves, but they're just not good stat-wise. Shoulder Cloister, the only place you can get them, Seafoam Island, so Shoulder, you might just evolve in the Cloister right in there, so another one of those evolution effects. Shoulder, I'm gonna put it not the best. I'm gonna put Seal at not the best too, because it still has that evolution effect. Cloister, it's like along with that Rapidash, is low. Low is the Rapidash, but it's higher than the trio. I'd say it's good. Water Ice, it's pretty good typing. I know it looks very sus, but it could be pretty good in some ways. Water Ice is have not been really something I'd use in this game, or a lot of people would use in this game. But if you like to use Cloister Aquatic, it's pretty good water ice type, one of the best ice types out there. Then my line of Ghastly Haunter Gengar. Ghastly Haunter, or Ghastly, not that great, I'm gonna put it not the best, not that great. What you're gonna use Ghost for. Also Poison, which is gonna give you resistance towards the Grass Gym. Maybe, not sure, but it'll build your resistance towards Koga. But you're still gonna have that effect with Haunter, so I'm gonna put Haunter out of K, and then it might even have that same effect with Gengar. I want to be completely honest with this. One of the big reasons Gengar's my favorite Pokemon is because of how, oh my gosh, good it is. You're gonna look at it, it's like, oh, it's probably not gonna be that good, meaning it's not gonna be good against a lot of gyms. It's good against Sabrina. I know that's surprising, meaning it's also weak to Psychic. It's amazing against Sabrina. It's amazing against Land. It's amazing against Giovanni. Gengar is a Pokemon that has probably been gaslighted by others. One of the best ghost types out there. Probably the best ghost type. In my opinion, I think it's the best ghost type. I'm trying not to be biased about it. But I had a lot of success against this Pokemon. I'm putting it in Stellar tier. It is actually amazing. Onyx, it's trash. With it not even having an evolution yet, there's just nowhere where it's good. Nowhere. It's only good against Lieutenant Surge, and Lieutenant Surge only. Why would you put it against Plane when you can have a Pokemon like Golem or Nidoking in there? Why would you use an Onyx? Hypno Drowsy, another Psychic type duo. Drowsy, it's not the best. Could do something. It's not the best. Hypno, on the other hand, can do something. It has, I think, can learn Hypnosis. Drowsy can't. Not sure. I'm pretty sure Drowsy can learn it. I'm not 100% sure. But Hypno can hit better. So I'm going to be honest. I think Hypno's going to be at least an okay tier. Krabby Kingler, not the best. Like I said, if you need a water type, you can go for Krabby Kingler. Krabby, not the best. Kingler is okay. Holy smokes. We're getting more into the deeper ones. There's going to be a lot of good Pokemon here. But Voltorb is pretty trash. It got a buff in Legends Arceus getting electric, or not electric, getting grass. I think it got a stat boost too because it's done a lot better. Electrode also got a boost, but Electrode I think was always good. It wasn't that good tier. Maybe even pretty diddly darn good. Execute, also not the best. Executor, I think is pretty good. Grass Psychic, not a memorable typing, but it can do a lot of damage. Psychic types in this game are actually pretty good, but not pretty diddly darn good. Cubone, I believe you can get Mount Moon. You're not going to do good against Misty. You might do good. You're gonna do good against Lieutenant Surge. Maybe not against, not Sabrina. The Grass Gym, I'd say it's okay. Marowak, I think it's pretty diddly darn good. The stats, they talk. The stats are pretty good. You might not do good against Giovanni. I think you could do good against Giovanni. You're gonna do good against Lane. You're gonna do good against Koga. Maybe not against Elite Four, but you can have a lot of coverage of Elite Four with Pokemon like Nidoking. But I might put it in between here. I'll put a good lad, like a very, very low good lad. You can do so much. And Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, I'm gonna rate them the same. I think Hitmonchan's better because you can learn the element punches. But Hitmonlee comes in with stats. I'll put him at pretty diddly darn good. Lickitung, I think, should not exist. This thing is hideous until it gets Licky Licky. I like Licky Licky. I think it's cool. But it just doesn't get anything. I think it's terrible. Coughing, Wheezing, also not a good poison type, but it's better than Muck. I'm gonna put both at not the best. Get them in the same place. I'd say between Coughing and Grimer and Wheezing and Muck, I'd take Coughing and Wheezing. Rhyhorn, right on these nuts. Rhyhorn, not the best, but Rhydon is amazing. 100% a good lad. It can do a lot of damage, can take a lot of hits, it has 2 4-times weaknesses, DS, water, and grass, but that builds up with its resistances to resisting electric, can resist bug, I think it's neutral to ice. Okay, I take that back, there's actually not a lot of resistances, but it has a lot of neutrals to it, and that's what matters. Chansey, not really that great in this generation. Tangela, same thing. Kangaskhan, it's pretty tanky, it's okay. It's alright. Horsey Seadra, I think are actually pretty good. Horsey, not, maybe not. But Seadra can deal a lot of damage. Especially that Bulba Beam has high special attack. Pretty sure it has it's Dragon type too. So it's got now resist neutral to ice, but resistant to electric and grass. Goldeen Seadra. Goldeen Seadra. Goldeen Seadra. Well, Goldeen Seeking. Shit. Goldeen, terrible. Seeking, it's not the best. Staryu Starmie. Staryu, not the best, but Starmie. Putting at good lad. I'm gonna put it at good lad. I've had a lot of success with this Pokemon. I think you could put it at good lad, maybe pretty diddly darn good too. If you wanted to, if you want to feel risky, you can even put it in stellar. But I'm hearing shit. You could also put it at good lad. That's where I'm putting it for now. Mr. Mime. Okay. Scyther. Scyther, oh Scyther. Where would one find a Scyther? I don't know. I have never found a Scyther in my life in this generation. I've never used Scyther in this generation, so I can't have an opinion. So I'm gonna have to go with the first game I used it in, which was actually Generation 4, which is the last game I played out of all the generations. I'll put it at okay. I don't know where to find it. The reason I completed Let's Go Pokedex is because I had a friend trade one over. Electabuzz. So the only place you can find Electabuzz is the power plant. Means you'd have Surf. So Koga, not the best. It's not gonna be that good. I'll put it at not the best because you're gonna have a lot of weaknesses. Magmar, you can only find it in the mansion. But same thing, 5 gym badges. is when you get to the mansion. I think might be 7. Get to Cinnabar Island as soon as you get Surf. You might need 6 gym badges to get to Pokemon Mansion. You can find it. I'm just gonna save that. Not great with. It's not gonna be the best against Plane. Not gonna be the best. I'm gonna put it in trash. Sorry, but there's a lot better fire types than Magmar. Pinsir, I think maybe the best bug type, but it's gonna be the other bug type and not the best. Tauros is okay. There's a lot of good things it can do, and we know that Magikarp is dog shit, but Gyarados is gonna be the next S tier. This, if anyone is making an absolute god squad and wants to blow through the game, great Pokemon that would be on this is Nidoking, Alakazam, and Gyarados. Maybe not Gengar. I'll say my god squad here pretty soon. Lapras, actually good. Lapras is actually good. And everyone, I think, chooses to say, no, you're trash. No, it's a good lad. Lapras is a good lad. It can do so much damage. It's up there with Cloyster, the best water ice type in this generation. Ditto, I'm sorry, I love Ditto. I think it can do a lot, and just it's gaslighted because such all the typing advantages you can have. Dragon, Ghost, Psychic, or not Psychic, but if you're transforming them the same Pokemon, you can like build around your opponent. Ditto's amazing. It could do a lot of things you might have not expected it could do. Eevee, Eevee. No. It's gaslighted by its evolutions. Kind of like that same evolution effect. Just for that, I'm putting it not the best because Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon you can just get right away. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna rate them. Vaporeon, I think is the best of the bunch. Water only gives you 2 weaknesses. Diddly darn good. Jolteon, 1 weakness of ground, but stat-wise, not the best. And you're gonna be the first one with a type disadvantage with Giovanni. You will have an advantage with I forgot Mofo's name. Lorelei. You're gonna have an advantage with Lorelei, and then you're gonna have an advantage with Lance. That's pretty much it. Also pretty diddly darn good. And then the worst of the bunch, Flareon. You're gonna be weak to Giovanni. You're gonna be weak to Lorelei. You're gonna be weak to Bruce. And you're gonna be weak to Lance. Flareon, not the best. Flareon's not the best. Porygon, it actually can do something. Is it bad? Yes, but it's not crappier than Dog Crap. It can do something. Ammonite, Omastar, meh. Both are not the best. They're gaslighted by Kabutops, who I'm gonna put Kabuto at okay, but Kabuto at pretty diddly darn, or not pretty diddly darn good, but I like Kabutops. I think he can do a lot of things. One, it looks absolutely outstanding. We're not going based off design. I can do a lot of damage. Aerodactyl is, well, I don't know. I know how to get it. But to say it's not the best Pokemon you could use. It's just another flying type, which, as you can see here, you have, at this point, access to Articuno and Zapdos. Really, there's no point of using the flying type at this point. I'll put it at okay. Snorlax, good, hell good defense, but its other stats just make it lazy and bad. The legendary birds. Well, also not the best, but can do a lot of damage. Articuno you can get more early on in Seafoam Islands. It's the least fun to track down, but the glitchiest. If you keep opening and closing the game, like, say, where's the home button? Keep mashing it. Just keep mashing it, getting in and out of the game. You will catch it with that glitch. It's easiest to catch, least fun to track down. I'll put it at pretty diddly darn good. Zapdos, Zapdos is my favorite of the bunch. I'll put you at good lad. Moltres is the one you get at Victory Road, the least accessible, but it's still up there with Zapdos. Then Dratini, you can get early on, actually, but it won't be that good. It has a lot of resistances, so I'll put it at okay. Dragonair, same thing, but I'm going to put you at good, and then Dragonite is S tier. There's not even a doubt about it. Dragonite, one of the best pseudo-legendaries. Not the best pseudo-legendary, but one of the best. And the last two we have Mewtwo and Mew. Mew's actually pretty weak, can learn all the moves in the game. Yes, but it's the stats. It's still good, but it's the stats. And Mewtwo, obviously, it's just amazing. But this is the final tier list. I'll go over it once again. I'll go at the bottom. Crappier than dog crap. We have Caterpie, Metapod, Zubat, Weedle, Kakuna, Rattata, Venonat, Meowth, Abra, Farfetch'd, Lickitung, Chansey, Tingla, Goldeen, Mr. Mime, Jinx, and Magikarp. In trash, we have Beedrill, Pidgey, Raticate, Spearow, Fearow, Nidoran, both Nidorans, Clefairy, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Oddish, Parasect, Venomoth, Psyduck, Bellsprout, Victreebel, Geodude, Doduo, Grimer, Muck, Onix, Voltorb, Magmar, and Porygon, and not the best, which is the tier with the most Pokemon, Charmander, Wartortle, Butterfree, Ekans, Sandshrew, Vulpix, Ninetales, Golbat, Diglett, Persian, Growlithe, Tentacool, Graveler, Ponyta, Seal, Shelder, Ghastly, Haunter, Drowsy, Krabby, Execute, Coughing, Wheezing, Rhyhorn, Seaking, Staryu, Electabuzz, Pinsir, Eevee, Flareon, Ammonite, and Omastar. And okay, we have Venusaur, Charizard, Arbok, Pikachu, Clefairy, Dugtrio, Golduck, Primeape, Poliwag, Kadabra, Shock, Golem, Rapidash, Dodrio, Dugong, Hypno, Kingler, Cubone, Kangaskhan, Scyther, Tauros, Kabuto, Ariadactyl, Dratini. In good tier, we have Charmeleon, Sandslash, Nidorino, Minky, Machoke, Tentacle, Slowpoke, Magnemite, Cloyster, Executor, Horsey, Kabutops, Dragonair, and Mew. And pretty diddly darn good, we got Squirtle, Blastoise, Raichu, Gloom, Arcanine, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Machamp, Weepinbell, or almost a pair, Electrode, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Seadra, Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Articuno. In good lad, we had Ivysaur, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Vileplume, Slowbro, Magneton, Marowak, Rhydon, Starmie, Lapras, Snorlax, Zapdos, and Moltres. And in Stellar, we have Bulbasaur, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Alakazam, Gengar, Gyarados, Ditto, Dragonite, and Mewtwo. That's the final tier list. If you missed any of it, I'm not going over it again. Go back, because that was a lot of speaking. But anyways, I'm Tony. You're watching this. If you liked it and made it this far, there's a red button down there. Turn that red button that says subscribe. Turn that gray if you want. You can hit the notification bell. Get notified when I upload next, which is going to be a lot frequently since it's summertime. And if you want to see another tier list, get this done at 10 likes, and I'll do Johto. Alright, I'll see you later.